Three members of the Night's Watch ride out from the wall into a dark, snowy forest. The group discovers a gruesome scene, dismembered bodies arranged in a circle. One of the Night's Watchmen, unnerved by the sight, claims he has never seen wildlings commit such an atrocity. The group decides to head back, but the bodies have disappeared. One of the men is attacked and killed by a White Walker. The sole survivor flees on horseback, encountering a young girl in the forest who is revealed to be a walker, and she decapitates him. While riding, Eddard and his men discover a dying stag, its entrails missing. Later, Eddard, Robb, and Bran find the same stag again on a stone bridge, where Eddard incorrectly identifies a mountain lion as the killer, and Robb corrects him and removes an antler. Trekking deeper into the forest, the group discovers a dead direwolf and 5 pups nearby. After initially planning to kill the pups, Eddard relents. Robb decides to give a light grey pup to Bran, while Jon finds an outcast white pup for himself. The scene shifts to King's Landing, where monks stand before the Iron Throne, and Jon Arryn's body lies on an altar with coins on his eyes. Cersei and Jaime Lannister discuss Jon Arryn's death. Back at Winterfell, the Stark household prepares for King Robert Baratheon's imminent arrival. Bran climbs the walls of Winterfell and announces the arrival of the king and his large company. King Robert arrives with Queen Cersei and the arrogant Joffrey. Later, in the crypts of Winterfell, Robert asks Eddard to become the Hand of the King. Ned Stark considers a marriage alliance between his house and Robert Baratheon's, potentially through a match between their children, while haunted by the memory of his sister Lyanna. Jaime Lannister seeks out Tyrion at a whorehouse, finding him already in bed with a woman and leaving him amidst a growing pile of naked women. In Pentos, Daenerys Targaryen is being prepared by Viserys for her marriage to Khal Drogo, receiving gifts and enduring Viserys' unsettling behavior. Daenerys expresses fear and reluctance about her impending marriage and new role as Khal Drogo's queen. Back at Winterfell, Sansa Stark eagerly anticipates a potential marriage to Joffrey Baratheon, much to Catelyn Stark's concern. Meanwhile, Jon Snow is excluded from the Winterfell feast due to his bastard status and considers joining Benjen Stark at the Wall. Tyrion Lannister encounters Jon Snow and offers him advice on embracing his identity as a bastard, noting his own experience as a dwarf. The feast continues, highlighting the stark contrast between the celebratory atmosphere and the underlying tensions between the Starks and Lannisters. At Winterfell's feast, Cersei Lannister questions Sansa Stark about her age, womanhood, and dressmaking skills, suggesting a future alliance through marriage. Ned Stark informs Jaime Lannister that he may become the Hand of the King and their new neighbors, while Jaime proposes a celebratory tournament, but Ned declines. Later, in their chamber, Ned and Catelyn discuss the king's request for Ned to become Hand, a prospect Catelyn strongly opposes. Master Luwin interrupts with a message from Lysa Arryn, Catelyn's sister who has fled King's Landing to the Eyrie. Lysa's letter claims Jon Arryn was murdered by the Lannisters and that King Robert is in danger. Troubled by this news, Ned decides he must protect the king if the claims are true. Across the sea in Malta, Daenerys Targaryen celebrates her wedding to Khal Drogo, with Viserys Targaryen and Ser Jorah Mormont present. The Dothraki wedding celebration turns brutal, unsettling Daenerys, who also learns about the common tongue spoken in Westeros. Jorah gifts Daenerys books about Westeros, hoping to instill a connection to her homeland, while Viserys remains impatient, focused solely on reclaiming the Iron Throne. Back at Winterfell, Ned departs for King's Landing, while Bran practices his climbing. Ghost, Bran's direwolf pup, senses the danger. Bran scales a castle wall and discovers Jaime and Cersei Lannister in an intimate act. To protect their secret, Jaime pushes Bran from the tower. Concerned, Cersei Lannister sits in a dimly lit chamber. Jaime Lannister arrives, helping Bran Stark through a ruined window. Jaime remarks on Bran's climbing ability and learns the boy is 10 years old. Jaime then says, "The things I do for love," and pushes Bran out the window as Cersei watches in horror.